The start of gaining perspective. It's happened more than once. There's a triangular patch of dirt at the top of our driveway that, from my perspective, gives space for misaligned reversals up the steep slope. From a dog's perspective, it's also the perfect spot, apparently, to do its business. On a few occasions, we've been left a nice pile of steaming turds. In my mind's eye, I imagine the dog doing its work and then carrying on, satisfied. I imagine the owners looking furtively around for witnesses, then shuffling away, having made the escape, leaving the mess for someone else to deal with. How then can someone blatantly ignore the rules of both dog ownership and neighborly courtesy? People can drive you nuts. It's the small things that go on day after day. The public space smokers, the public transport loud-talking mobile phone users, the hog-the-whole-sidewalk slow walkers. At work, there are the gossipers, the underminers, the accountability shirkers, the "it's not my job" bleaters, the "they don't pay me enough" complainers. It's enough to drive us mad. How can people lack so much self-awareness? How can people be so damned inconsiderate and selfish? We could aim to rise above it. If someone cuts us off in traffic, take a deep breath, pause, and ask, just like me, this person might be having a bad day. Find a modicum of compassion, resist the urge to ram their tailgate or flip them a rude gesture, and let them through. I try to think of this as I stare at yet another pile of dog shit on my lawn. Wisdom and compassion. Breathe, gag. Pause. Is the dog owner just having a bad day, or are they just an inconsiderate jerk? It's possible they had more issues than they were equipped to deal with. It's possible that their life had been a series of tragedies and misfortunes so that their default response was aggression and defensiveness. Or maybe they just forgot the plastic poop baggie. We'll never know. Here we come to the heart of people stuff. People do and say stuff that drives us crazy. Stuff we find annoying at best, reprehensible at worst. We don't know what's driving their behavior, but as leaders, we have to deal with it. There are two ways of dealing with this. 1, react, or 2, respond. Reacting feels good. There's nothing more satisfying than moral outrage. I'm right, they're wrong. They're an asshole. I am virtuous. Responding without an emotional, judgmental narrative takes more work. It takes great emotional agility to get to the point where you can witness someone's poor behavior and all its consequences and then address it with grace. I'm still working on that. My guess is that if you've picked up this book, you are too. The move to be more zen starts with a shift in perspective. This perspective is the gateway to change. If we can see the furtive dog owner as a fellow human with all their beautiful flaws, then we can move to a better leadership response. Perspective is pivotal. It's central to how we evolve as humans. Perspective is the core to making effective short-term interventions as well as long-term plans. It's not for the faint-hearted. When we see with new eyes, our past beliefs drop away. There's nothing more unsettling than having what we felt as truth crumble beneath us. If it's no longer true that the dog owner is a selfish bastard, but a flawed human being just like me, what then do I do with the outrage? Who then am I to judge them so harshly? And how then do I stop them with a peaceful heart instead of a vengeful one? These are troublesome transitions.